at part 5 for Select Your Word for 2025. Y'all come on in. Let me go ahead and pull up everything that I want to pull up for today. Go ahead and drop your city and your state in the chat so I can give you a shout out. If you already know your word for 2025, I would like for you to go ahead and start dropping that in the chat as well because I am getting ready to not only announce mine, but I'm going to tell you what we're going to do with our words for the year. All right, perfect. Y'all got it? All right, let's go ahead and get started. All right, welcome, friends. It is again part 5 of Select Your Word for 2025. I am Crystal Gale. Yes, you can call me Crystal Gale. Some of you all know my full government name, but call me Crystal Gale. And so for today, not only are we going to be selecting our word, but I'm going to tell you a little bit about how I got here. Yeah, like how I got here and doing what I do, but also how you can stay connected as well. So let me go back to my introduction. Not only is my name Crystal Gill, but I am known as the leader's secret weapon. Yes, I am what leaders call not only their secret weapon, but the best kept secret. Yeah. Ask about me. Okay. But not only am I all the above, but I'm also now your favorite accountability partner. What I do is I'll partner with superstars just like yourself, help you all break the cycle of overwhelm and now be the wow. Yes, that is a tagline that I created a couple of years ago. And when I see be the wow, or you may see others say, look at you being the wow out here, just know that we're talking about being purpose driven. We're talking about being consistent. We're talking about being accountable to what you said that you were going to do. And number 4, being well while you're doing all the above. All right. So when we say we want you to be the wow, that's what we're talking about. Purpose driven, accountability, you being accountable to those things and people you said that you were going to be accountable to. And then, of course, consistency. And then we want you to be well. We don't want you to just show up just one time. We don't want you to just be dragging your feet and you're suffering inside while you're serving everybody else. We want you to be well. So that is everything about me. If you're looking to get connected with me outside of this digital place right here, you can go to other digital platforms other than YouTube and find me at Hey Crystal Gale. Literally go in the search bar. Even on Instagram, you can put in Hey Crystal Gale. I promise I will pop up. If you go over to Facebook, you can find Hey Crystal Gale. I promise I will pop up. Okay. LinkedIn is sometimes a little tricky. You may find like an article about me, but it'll eventually get you to Hey Crystal Gale or Crystal Crawford. Okay. Either way, if you're looking for the links, just go over to the link in the bio on YouTube and it'll direct you exactly where you're trying to go. Awesome. All right, friends. So let's do a quick recap because we've been here for officially 5 days. Can we get a hand clap for the consistency? Yes, that was one of my goals was to consistently show up on YouTube for 5 days in a row just to get the algorithm used to me being here. I don't know if you all know anything about social media or anything about marketing. It's all boils down to consistency, friends. And so I gave myself a challenge to just show up every day and be consistent. Okay. So first things first, we're going to do a recap of what we talked about over the last 4 days. And now going into the 5th day, we're going to talk about the last step, which is step number 8. Okay. And then we're going to talk about your word of the year. And then I'm going to announce my word of the year. Does that sound like a plan? Y'all give me thumbs up, anything, just let me know. Perfect. Yes. Y'all let me know. Awesome. So let's go ahead and get started. And I'll tell you all about how I got here. I see you all. Yes. Goodness. I see you all. Okay, perfect. Hey, Ann. Good to see you. All right. So, as a recap, we've done 8 steps. I'm sorry, 7 steps, and we're going to do 8 today. So, the first one is you're going to reflect on your past. Number 2, you're going to identify your goals and your intentions. Number 3, you're going to do your brainstorm of your words. Number 4, you're going to explore those meanings of your words. And then number 5, you're going to reflect on your personal significance. Number 6, you're going to narrow down from that big brainstorm list down to 3, okay? And then you're going to step number 7, you're going to choose your word for the year. All right? So, you all had some homework last night or yesterday. You should have taken time out to not only not only definition of okay, perfect. Not only should you all have done your homework last night, you should have come to this session or come to this replay confident about the word that you selected for the year. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is if you have your word for the year, drop it in the chat. And I was pulling up not only the definition of a few words, but I was going back to my Facebook post because I wanted to shout some people out that tagged me with their words. And I got to go to my Instagram. There's so many people that tag me, y'all. Shout out to those that are listening to the replays and you actually went back and did your homework and you tagged me because I know 9 o'clock a.m. is that time where people are clocking in at their jobs. So I wanted to go back in and give some shout outs. So first shout out goes to Michelle Mudro. She has selected Restore for 2025. Okay. All right. And then I want to do 2 more shout outs and then we're going to go into step number 8. All right. And who is my next person? Reagan. Reagan Fulton. Shout out to Reagan. Her word for 2025 is galvanize. Ooh, isn't that a nice word? And then the third person that I want to shout out is Emma Biggs. Her word for 2025 is medicine. Y'all, when she sent me how she defined medicine and why she selected her word for the year, I was truly touched. So shout out to those 3 ladies. If you have your word and you're here live or you're watching the replay, still drop it. I have a couple more shout outs because people were DMing me on Instagram as well. So that's a few of my Facebook people. If I did not call your name, hold tight. I'm going to try to get to everyone today. But what I want to do is put a pin in the shout outs and give you all step number 8. Okay. That's what we came for, right? Step number 8. And then some people actually came to hear my word for the year. All right. So, what I want you all to do for step number 8 is I want you to actually embrace your word. You did all that work to find your word for the year. And now it's time to embrace it. I want you to live in it. I want you to sleep with it and I want you to eat it. Okay. I want you to feed yourself that word every day. All right. You got it? Live it. I want you to eat it. I want you to sleep with it. Sound crazy, right? But when we say all those things, I want you to write it down. Okay. Write it down. Create an atmosphere for your word. I've done vision boards. I did a prayer board last year, and it was actually really cool because some of the things on the prayer board, those were answer prayers, okay? And I would tell you, you have to incorporate your word into your daily activities. One thing that you all can do, and this is like a tech tip, is you know how you can create a cover or background for your phones? Go into Canva. This may be a little too advanced or techy for some people. Go into Canva and create a mood board. You can use social media stories template and just write your word on there or type your word on there and put pictures around it that represent your word and use that as your background for the year. If anybody grabs my phone, my background for my phone has always been be the wow because I want that constant reminder of showing up and being the wow, right? Second thing is that you can get you a big sticky note. I told y'all about the sticky notepad that I had. I want you to write that word on there and start writing phrases that are attached to that word. If you're a sticky note person like me, you like those smaller sticky notes, stick your word like in your bathroom, on your fridge, on that sticky note, and just stick it in different places around your house. Some of you all have office space. Your word should be somewhere in your office. Frame it, okay, and put it right there on your desk. If you have a storefront and you may have a receptionist area when your customers come to your place of business, you should have something sitting right there that may say, in this building we believe in consistency, if that's a nice word for the year. We believe in focus. Okay, I think somebody DM me and that was their word, focus. Let me go ahead and pull up my DMs right now because y'all were responding and I like that. I like that. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I have to go back through all of these. Oh, yeah, that was Kim's word. I was like, whose word was focus? That was Kim's word. Shout out to Kim. Okay, perfect. So that's how I want you to embrace your words, y'all. Is that one thing that I like to do? This is a quick tip. I actually mentioned this in the guide from last year. Is set yourself an alarm every day. Maybe like at a time where you may feel like your day is kind of declining, like that 2, 3 o'clock after lunch, and set an alarm with your word that reminds you, or randomly set it throughout the week where it can go off. And I promise you, it will go off at the most perfect time. Even though you schedule it, watch it align with going off at the most perfect time. So I would pick my word and just schedule it out randomly throughout the month, maybe like 2 o'clock, 8 o'clock a.m. Okay, maybe like a 5 o'clock a.m. when I'm just now heading to the gym. I'm thinking about my word right now. Like that would be perfect. I should schedule it earlier in the day. Yeah. Second tip is if you're planning to do your vision boards, because some people did your vision boards in December, it's okay to revamp it. Your vision boards are not permanent. You can revamp it. So if you have done a vision board, go back and add your word for the year on there. If you have not done your vision board, because I'm one of those people that actually like to have an Excel spreadsheet. But yet, last year I actually did a prayer board a little bit further in the year, and man, it was an amazing, not only activity, but a blessing for my life because I was able to become a little bit more intentional because the year had already been going, right? And so if you have not done your vision board, don't fret because there's different ways for you to be able to do that vision board without doing the whole. Some people are not arts and crafty type people. That's okay. I'm an Excel spreadsheet type of person. All right. So what I did is that I incorporated my word for the year. It was increased last year. And I just went through every single category and created goals. Remember those SMART goals from step number 2? I created SMART goals for myself for every different category. And that was the vision. The whole purpose of a vision board is so that you can have a vision of where you want your life to go. Okay. Very good. Y'all got it? Whatever you do, I want you to make sure that when we say for step number 8 to embrace your word, I want you to make sure that it is visible to you every single day. So whether it's on your phone or it's where else could it be? It's on your refrigerator, whether it is in the walkway of your home, you have it in your car. Y'all, I will promise you, one of the coolest things that I've ever done was have like little reminders in my car. Like I will call them words of wisdom, just little sticky notes in my car to remind me. Randomly put your word on a sticky note, not randomly, put your sticky note on a word, put your word on a sticky note and randomly place them throughout your house. Like maybe in a drawer that you don't go in often, maybe inside of a book that you've been wanting to read. Stick it in there and see what happens, okay? Y'all got it? So y'all have made it to the end. We did it. We did it. We did it all. Hey, Ashley from Detroit. Come on in. Good to see you. Shout out to you. All right, friends. So I gave 3 shout outs. So before we jump back into the shout outs, I want to give you an opportunity. If you have your word for the year and you want to drop it, I'm going to give you an opportunity to drop it in the chat before I drop mine. Okay? Very good. So I'll give y'all a few seconds. Let me go ahead and pull up my shout outs for from Instagram. Um, let's see here if I have three shout outs. I think I do. Um, let me see. 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 Who were the people? Oh, and shout out to my trainer. He just sent me over the schedule. He just sent me over the schedule. Thank you very much. I sent so many DMs yesterday about this live. I lost track of all the words from last year. Okay, we got one. So if you don't have your word, I'm going to give a shout out. We have Courtney. Her word for the year is thrive. Shout out to Courtney. I saw you, and she tagged me in her reel. Y'all tag me so I can repost you. If you have a word for 2025 and you want to create, come on, social media content creators, and you want to create a reel, tag me. I would love to repost you. I've been reposting them all week long. All right, so shout out to Courtney. Her word for the year is thrive. And yes, you will thrive, girlfriend. Awesome. All right, want to make sure I didn't miss anybody else. I think that's it. I'm just getting lost in the mix because I sent like over 30 DMs yesterday. Um, ooh, okay. I got one. I forgot who this is, but one of her words for the year is perpetual. Perpetual. And I meant to respond to her. After sending out so many DMs yesterday, I was just like, I'm gonna save hers, but I can see like it highlighted. So you know who you are. I'm going to respond to you today because I actually want to chat with you a little bit more. Okay. Shout out to you. All right. I think that's it. If I missed your word, drop it in the chat so I can give you a shout out next week. Okay. And so let me go to the chat right here. Ashley says that her word is build. Come on, sis. I love it. Build. We have to build the careers, the relationships, the friendships in life that we want. Yes, ma'am. It is building season. If you all are not building, what are you really doing? Okay. Some people are in a season where you need to build. Okay. So thank you, Ashley, for sharing your word for the year build. I'm taking that into the new year with me. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna write. I don't want to screenshot it because I might lose y'all. So let me write that down. I have an ongoing list of words for the year. I gave some homework to some of my coaching clients, and you know who you are. Some of y'all did not give me your word for the year. That's okay. We start on Monday. We start on Monday. Okay. But let me put on Ashley. And Ashley, there's actually two of you. There's actually three of y'all, but two of y'all have the same name. So I have to make sure that this is Ashley T from Detroit. Perfect. And your word for the year is build. Ooh, I love that girl. Awesome. All right. Okay. I think that's all the shout outs because I have so many on Instagram, but I lost them because there's so many DMs that I sent yesterday, and I should have wrote everything down before I got on. It's okay. It's okay. We're good. All right, perfect. All right, y'all. It is 9:22 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, what we're going to do, I'm going to make my announcement for my word for the year. All right, if y'all ready, drum roll, please. My word for this year. Mm, I had to take into good consideration based off of everything that happened last year. And I told y'all my word for the year last year was increase. Can y'all imagine just moseying on, let's see here, January, February, March, and then we get to April. Then boom, life gets exciting, right? So when I selected my word last year for increase, I knew that I wanted to enlarge my territory. Okay. I wanted to increase in all areas of my life. I knew that I needed to improve. I needed to increase the number. Remember that scale that we talked about? We talked about the wheel of life that you can um, rate your area 0 to 10. I knew I needed to increase that number in every single area last year. And I did it. I'm not perfect in all areas, but I definitely increased. And the other thing is that I wanted to enlarge my territory. So that meant, I didn't know what it meant at the time when I selected the word, but I ended up on stages that I can't even fathom how I got there, y'all. I can't, and I could pinpoint and say, "Oh, it was the organization that helped me." Yeah, that's true, but they could have chose anybody. Like, a matter of fact, they even called me and asked me, "Did I have any recommendations?" That's the crazy part. But then they came back and was like, "Oh, it's just you." I was like, "What do you mean it's me?" That opportunity with President Biden, it was not it was not planned. I and maybe it was on their end, but it was not on mine. I knew about it, but it was not on my radar. And then even to think back how I got the invite from the moth to join. If y'all knew how my application got submitted, you you would not even believe me. Like, blessings over blessings over blessings on how people are thinking about me when things come across their desk. Increase. And so I could go into the personal areas of my life, but we'll be here all day. Just know the word increase was a thing. And when I say enlarging my territory, being in rooms that I can't even explain, being on lists that I can't even explain. Do y'all know? And I did not post this on social media, but the White House sent me holiday cards. This is from Joe. And I put this over here because I literally meant to do a post about it. But this is from Joe and the family. And yes, I can call him Joe because they told me to call him Joe. Shout out to President Joe Biden. This is from Kamala. Kamala, sorry. You know your name, sis. Y'all, being on the list, y'all, being on the list, my name being talked in rooms that I have never even stepped in. And let me tell you why I can boldly say that. I put in the second, no, the third, basically at the end of the e guide, a third thing that happened this year. And I didn't even post about this, but it was because somebody was in the writing room and knew my story. If you all go and check out Hillary Clinton's book, she not only mentions my first name, but my first and middle and last name in her book. It includes my story. Chapter 9, Hillary Clinton's book. Like, when I tell you, yes, Ashley, wow. Like, unexplainable. I can't even explain how these opportunities just kept coming and coming. Like, it got to a point where I didn't even post about half the stuff that happened this year. Shout out to the state of California. I got 3 awards from the state of California this year, y'all. I don't even live in California. Georgia, I'm going to need you to get it together. They don't even know what I'm doing here. But the state of California recognized me. Ain't that wild? And do I have the award? And it was because of the connection. Here goes the award, like the actual, like they gave me paper awards, but this is from, I think I did post about this one. This is from, there we go. And it's really nice too. This is from Los Angeles. I flipped it over. International Nanny Recognition Week. Okay. This is from, I got on a plane and basically made it happen for them. Ain't even gonna front y'all. Like, I told everybody this year, I'll be somewhere. Like, you can't even book me for international training or whatnot. Like, you can't even book me because I'm booked already for another event. But all I'm saying is that not only was I recognized, it's not me tooting my own horn. This is like just things that I have not even like talked about, y'all, that have been happening this year. And I'm just so blessed. And I want y'all to know that words can truly transform your life. And so, based off of what I just said, I picked my word because not only do I want my life to be impacted, but everybody that is attached to me moving forward. Because what I'm doing this year is I'm filling my cup up for me, but everything else is for y'all. Okay. So, my word for the year, back to the drum roll, is abundance. Yay! Y'all. That's my word for the year, abundance. So I want to pull up the definition so that y'all can get it. hmm So abundance is this is a just a basic definition. A very large quantity of something. Plentifulness of the good things of life. Come on. The quality or amount of something. So what I want you all to keep that in here, keep that in here. Abundance is frequently mentioned in the Bible. So I actually chose my word on biblical stance because that's what I'm getting back to this year is putting God first in everything. Like he showed up in so many different ways last year that I can't explain. Like it's not me, y'all. It's him. It's not me. And so I'm leading with God this year. And I know we have some believers and non-believers that may watch this. Listen, for my life, I know who's in charge, okay? So stick with me. I'm just saying, stick with me. So there's some scriptures that basically talking about the abundant life. So not only do I want my life to be so full, I want it to be overflowing so that y'all can catch the overflow. All right. I need you all to understand when I talk about abundance, I'm talking about not only a full life, but let's just say this is my cup, okay? It's all of this over here that is also going to be able to catch it, okay? Just imagining I'm getting poured into, I'm getting poured into, I'm getting poured into. It's not all about pouring out to everybody else. I want the pouring in to be so much that y'all are going to be able to catch it without me even having to do anything. That's what I'm claiming. That's what I'm declaring for my life. Because y'all know when I say I was catching flights last year, everybody event, doing all the things last year. No, we're setting boundaries this year. But I'm claiming the abundant life. Hey, Courtney, good to see you. Crystal Gale got to fill this cup up. And this is not even a cup. Let me get my actual, like, be the wow. Okay. We're filling this cup up. And I need you all to stay attached to me this year. I'm inviting you to stay attached to me this year so that you can get the overflow. You just being in the room when when things come across my desk because they do. Some of the funny part is that some people were able to elevate so quickly this year because something came across my desk. And that's not me tooting my horn. It's just like there's opportunities that I couldn't take. Or people ask me again, who do you know, Crystal? Oh, I know so and so. Okay, say less. We'll call them. Matter of fact, I'll tell them to go fill out the application and then y'all handle the rest. And they didn't even know what was going on in the background. Only thing I said was, hey, sis, go apply for that job. Trust me, just go apply for that job. You good. That was just one of the examples. I sent something out today, no, yesterday. That's why I got so many DMs right now. Because I saw a job position that somebody sent me. I said, hey, I'm not available, but I know a lot of coaches in this industry that could probably 10 times this better than I could because I don't have the capacity right now. And I'm praying that one of the people that I sent, so I did not put this on my task list, but I need to reach out to this particular agency and say and let them know what I did so that if anybody is on their radar, that we can make that connection before they start interviewing folks. Cause that's what I do best, y'all. And it's not me pouring out. It's just like those type of things, it takes nothing for me to do. Me holding hands next year or this year, I don't have the capacity to do that. That's why I say stay connected to me. Tell me all the things that you're trying to do. I even reached out to my homegirl, Sherry. I said, Sherry, what you trying to do? I can't be helping everybody else and not helping my friends. Sherry, if you're watching this, literally text me, okay? I talk to Sherry often, but I haven't talked to her since the new year, even though it's only January 3rd. I haven't talked to her since the new year. I want to make sure that I got a clear picture of where she's trying to go for this year. And some of you all know Chella. I talked to Chella on the first. Yeah, I talked to her on the first, just to make sure I had a clear picture of what she's doing for this year. So I'm a type of friend that I will make sure that when the overflow comes, y'all catch it. I'm putting myself in position that I can fill my cup up, but I am telling y'all up front this year that I don't have the capacity to pour out as much moving forward. So stay connected so that you can get the overflow. Okay? Y'all got it. So my word for the year is abundance. There is a scripture that I wanted to throw out there, and this is not a sermon, y'all, but this is the scripture um, that I am leaning into. So this is Psalm 65:11. You crown the year with your bounty, and your carts overflow with abundance. Ain't that crazy? Not crazy, but you crown the year with your bounty, and your carts overflow with abundance. Listen, my year's already set. I already declared it. It's coming. I just need y'all to get in position so when it comes, you get it. Okay? The overflow is on the way. All right, y'all. So I'm going to tell you in 30 seconds how you all can stay connected. Okay? And I had to do a lot of praying about this, but y'all already seen the flyer by now, okay? Every single video that was posted this week. Shout out to my consistency, y'all. I'm so proud of myself. It was not perfect, and I did it dirty. I did it like not perfect, and yeah, it was messy. And when I say dirty, like it really was like, but I had to just be like, Crystal, you just got to be consistent. So how you all can stay connected is that every Monday and Wednesday, we're going to come in here and we're going to not only embrace our words, we're going to put our words to action. So every Monday and Wednesday moving forward until I get called to do something else, I will be on YouTube and we will come in on Mondays and we will share our goals for the week. And on Wednesday, we will share wins. That's all I got for you. That's all I can promise right now. Now, if I decide to show up every day just because, or a random day just because I got extra time, I'll do that. But my schedule in my capacity right now, Mondays and Wednesdays. And we're calling this our Wow Huddle. Okay. So if you start seeing the flyers, thank you, Ed, and say you did it. Progress over perfection. Period, sis. If you all start seeing the flyers a little bit more, that's exactly what this is. Is that we're going to be coming in. It's basically a different version or a similar version, not even different, a similar version to what I do in Accountability University. But I wanted to be able to again, YouTube is already helping me. Even this week, I got people on my newsletter list from just reposting and sharing. Shout out to YouTube. Listen, if you are someone like me that knows that you should be doing something, do it. I've been known that I should have been doing YouTube, but it's like what Ian said, perfection. I I thought everything had to be perfect. I thought I had to get the best equipment. Y'all, I'm in a corner in my bedroom and the phone is like this instead of like this, like horizontal. You know, it's not supposed to be vertical, but who cares right now? Progress over perfection. And I'm taking that into my new year. Progress over perfection. I don't care. We listen, it doesn't have to be perfect, y'all. So whatever you're doing, it doesn't have to be perfect right now. Just do it. And I'm leading the way by being the example. And this also allows me to get back in a good routine of just talking every day. When I say showing up on YouTube this week has really helped me, even if you go back and watch the videos, I was stumbling over my words because I technically haven't had a speaking engagement since mid December. I need to be speaking every week. Okay. I need to be speaking every week because it's a gift. You can lose this gift if you're not practicing. So remember those Clubhouse days? People were like, let's go back to Clubhouse. Yeah, that's great and dandy, but I also need to be able to show up. I was doing Clubhouse from the bed. I need to be able to show up and look the part for the day. Okay. Sometimes y'all will catch me on YouTube with my workout clothes on because I'm going to the gym afterwards, like I was yesterday. But like today, I got on my blazer, got on my nice shirt, got my glasses on, a little bit of makeup, and my gloss. Shout out to NYX. Y'all should sponsor me. This is the best neutral lip gloss there is. But with all that being said, I want you all to think about showing up next week because we're going to start on Monday. Okay. I even moved my schedule around so that, not even moved it around, I got rid of a whole session because I wanted to regain my time in the morning. And I pushed this session because I was going to do this session at 7:30 a.m. like we did on Clubhouse. Nope. I said, I need to be able to have my morning to myself. So 9 o'clock it is. We'll be here at 9 o'clock a.m. unless I specifically say we're switching the time. And there's only one date right now because I already have something booked on that day. I have to go and speak at a school. Yay. It's right before Valentine's Day. So I'll be there. But I may just take y'all with me. Listen, because we can do that when we're live. I can just take y'all with me and I can give you all a free session. Matter of fact, let me write that down. It must be what I need to do because that came off the top of my head. That was not on my notes. So let me go live for February speaking engagement. You see how y'all about to get professional development? So y'all stick around, okay? Not only are you going to get all the things, but you're going to see some behind the scenes on how I show up and be the wow on YouTube. I'm excited, y'all. I love all this other social media platforms, but YouTube is really like I was supposed to been doing this, but timing is not my time. It just it wasn't aligned. But now I feel confident. I feel like I can be consistent. I show that I can be consistent. I show that I can do it messy and still provide the service and use my gift. So as the year progressed, this setup will be better. Okay. But we're not worried about that right now. We're just getting the message out there. So my word for the year is abundance. Y'all stick with me. Okay. This is your invitation to stick with me throughout the year so that as I receive, you also receive. That's my only wish for this year is that those that are most connected to me receive that overflow as well. Very good. All right, y'all, I am done. We did it. I already knew this session was going to be a little bit longer, but we did it. So, my year for the year is abundance. We're going to start our wow huddles on Monday, and we're going to come back on Wednesday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. Y'all, if you're listening to the replay, I still want to see your words. Drop your words in the chat. Courtney, I already gave you a shout out. Thrive was your word for the year. If there's anybody else that I missed, I may just go back through Instagram. Sorry about my Instagram, folks. So many of you all actually did DM me your words, and I wanted to say them today, but I got a lot of DMs going right now. A lot of people have responded to the DMs I sent yesterday, so they're just all lost in the mix, okay? But with that being said, I will give you some shout outs in the comments once this live is over. All right, y'all. Again, I am Crystal Gale. I am the leader's secret weapon and now your favorite accountability partner. We're going to be here every single Monday and Wednesday throughout the year for our Wow Huddle. We're going to come in, we're going to set goals for the week. And then on Wednesdays, we're going to celebrate you, okay? So whatever wins you have from the previous week, or maybe even the few days after, between, or not after, between Monday and Wednesday, we're going to celebrate you. All right. So come in on Monday morning with your goals for the week. And if you have any wins, save them for Wednesday so we can really celebrate you. The only thing that I am kind of iffy about is that I can't play my music. So if you are listening to this and you know how to add music without being flagged on YouTube, just text me or DM me. I would like to know. I'm gonna add that to my research because I really want to be able to play music live. That's what attracted me to TikTok. But y'all know TikTok is about to, go eventually. So YouTube it is. But I need some music, okay? Very good. Awesome. All right, y'all. So I am done. Y'all stay connected with me, all social media platforms, but I'm really on LinkedIn these days, and I want y'all to come over there and hang out with me. But before you leave, if you are not subscribed to this channel, why are you here? Why are you here? Okay? Subscribe before you leave. Subscribe before you leave. And share this out to at least 3 friends. Okay? Very good. If this blessed you today, if this resonated with you, share it out to 3 people. Awesome. All right, y'all. I will see you all on Monday, bright and early. Have a great weekend. What do we do on Monday? Wow Huddle. We are meeting. We're starting our week together, and we're going to set some goals, and we're going to go and be great. I'm sorry, not even be great. We're going to go out and be the wow. Awesome. All right, y'all. Have an awesome weekend on purpose. Thank y'all for coming in live, and thank you for watching the replay. And I'll see you on Monday, 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to close out the live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye, friends.